Last week, we told you about a father fighting to keep the killer of his precious 5-year-old daughter behind bars. 5-year-old Sahara Dwight was brutally abused and killed by Dustin Wallace. The killer was 16 at the time, tried as an adult, and sentenced to life in prison without parole. But he was granted clemency by then Governor Kate Brown. Now, on Wednesday, Sahara's father, Tyler Dwight, endured a grueling 8-hour hearing, helplessly watching as a state parole board decided whether Sahara's killer would be released. Days before the hearing, Sahara's father launched a petition to stop Wallace's release, which got nearly 22,000 signatures, and his hard work paid off. The board denied parole, but Wallace can try again in 10 years. A spokesman for Oregon Governor Tina Kotek had this response to the ruling, quote, "Governor Kotek believes that community safety and the perspective of victims are paramount in these types of determinations." And Sahara Dwight's father, Tyler, joins me now. Tyler, I spoke to you last week, and good news, this man is not out on the streets, this murderer, but 10 years later, he's up again. What feelings went through your mind and your heart as you went through this?
You know, it's been a long road. Good morning, Kaylee, and thanks for having me back. It's been a long road, 16 years of devastation. And for the first time in, 16 years, it was tears of joy. The board did their line of questioning so amazing. They penetrated Dustin Wallace, and they wanted to get him off of script to expose exactly who he was. And for the first time, in 16 years, he made the confession that he did what he did. And, they give their verdict of denial and then the 10 years. Now, with that 10 years, we have a lot of work to do. And it's positioning yourself with the right people and the right politicians to make these changes happen. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. People like, David Brocksmith and Christine Drazen, Virgil Osborne. These guys have all, and including Monique Despain, these guys have all sat in that room with myself and the families. And, we all cried about all this. It was devastating in there for 8.5 hours.
And this
but they're willing to stand by.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just saying they're willing to stand by us right now and make these decisions for the safety of our communities. We need to look at Oregon and say, look at what's really happening. And these people are saying we're done with these and we need to have the safety of our communities.
And this monster got 2 life sentences. I mean, that should be the end of the story. However, this law made it possible because he did this when he was not an adult and tried as an adult that he could get out on the streets. So that law quite literally put you back in a courtroom for 8 hours with this monster. I imagine that was quite difficult.
Extremely difficult. I mean, it brings up not only just for myself, but for the families that's been widely affected by this torment and the torture that we go through. We should never have to go through this again. We should never be having this conversation ever. This should be a no-brainer in the state of Oregon and in our nation. So.
Yeah. Well, we prayed for you this week, and I'm so glad that he remains locked up. Thank you to our viewers who signed your petition, and we'll continue to follow this, and we will pray for peace for you, Tyler, and your family. Thank you.